Good afternoon. This is your worldwide weather update for Monday, June 8th, 2026. We've got a lot to talk about today, so let's jump right into things. The Eastern Pacific is starting to get active, as was expected with the El Nino developing in the very warm sea surface temperatures. We've already got two tropical cyclones, with another one on the way within the next few days. One is tropical depression Amanda that's going to die within the next day or two. Nothing much to worry about there. But then we got another one on Tropical Depression 2 that is going to impact Mexico and potentially strengthen into a tropical storm. In fact, it is expected to impact or strengthen into a tropical storm. And we'll take a look at how this is going to impact the southern coast of Mexico. And then we got another one that is pretty much in the same area over the next few days. The Asian monsoon continues. We still have very heavy rain alerts for most of India, especially for southern parts of India. We have red warnings in effect, which are the tier 3 out of 3 warnings. And then we have severe weather that continues in the southern Canadian prairies. So, jumping things off into the tropics, this is Tropical Depression 2E, the E standing for the Eastern Pacific, and this is the second tropical cyclone of the East Pacific hurricane season. Not expected to strengthen into a hurricane. It's just going to be a tropical storm, and the big concerns for Mexico are it's just going to be a bunch of heavy rainfall, maybe a few gusty winds, but the rain's going to be the big concern. So here's the map that we have right now. Amanda, which is expected to die within the next day or two. Nothing to worry about there. But then we'll take a look at Tropical Depression 2E in a minute. And we also have another area that we're watching for that's going to be just to the southeast of Tropical Depression 2E. So here's our Tropical Depression 2E, expected to quickly strengthen into a tropical storm here within the next few hours before it impacts the southern coast of Mexico and then dies out with sometime tomorrow. We already have tropical storm warnings in effect for the southern coast of Mexico. I believe this is around the state of Guerrero, where this system is expected to impact. And here is the forecast from the Mexican Weather Service. So we've already have a rain warning there, which is this area highlighted here. It might be a little tricky to see because it's overlaid by the track, but we also have additional yellow or tier 1 out of tier 2 rain warnings for the areas highlighted in yellow for some additional heavy rainfall, but the heaviest rain is going to be about 150 to 250 millimeters with strong winds and high waves. And this is valid from 2 p.m. this afternoon, so now until 7 a.m. on Monday, June 8th. So it's basically just going to be an overnight situation. A lot of heavy rainfall is really going to be the main concern here that we're expecting from this storm, but we could see a few strong wind gusts and high waves closer to the coast. Here is the forecast for the next few days. So you can see here the forecast for today. Very heavy rains along the basically the southwestern coast of Mexico. Quite a bit of few more rainfall also expected pretty much on the southern half of Mexico as well. Some strong winds on the northern half of Mexico. For Monday, still expecting those heavy rainfalls with some strong winds across the southern coast of Mexico with Tropical Depression 2, which I believe is going to be let's see what's the name going to be. Uh, uh, let's see. Nope, that's not what I want. NHC. Here we go. Next name for the Eastern Pacific will be Boris. So this is expected to be Tropical Storm Boris. Impacting the southern coast of Mexico. Still within today, Sunday, Monday. Tuesday, we mid still see some strong winds, but then we got to shift our focus farther towards the very far southern tip of Mexico with the next tropical cyclone, which, if it does form, it will have the name of Cristobal. And then still watching the southern coast of Mexico then within for the 10th, which is Wednesday as well. So yeah, Eastern Pacific's getting pretty active. Here's the bulletin from the Mexican National Weather Service for Tropical Depression 2E as well. Rain forecast: intense rains with additional torrential rains of 150 to 250 millimeters per Guerrero, the west and the coast, and then very heavy rains with intense occasional rains of 75 to 150 millimeters for Michoacan, Oaxaca, and heavy rains and very strong occasional winds of 50 to 75 millimeters for Jalisco, Colima, Guanajuato, in the state of Mexico and Mexico City. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty wet one there for the southern half of Mexico, and this tropical storm is not really going to help things out at any cases. It is forecast winds of 40 to 50 kilometers per hour, with gusts up to 60 to 80 kilometers per hour for the coast of Guerrero and Oaxaca, and winds of 20 to 30 kilometers per hour, gusts up to 40 to 60 kilometers per hour for the coast of Jalisco, Colima, and Michoacan. Waves of 3 to 4 meters high for the coast of Guerrero and Oaxaca, and waves of 2 to 3 meters high for the coast of Jalisco, Colima, and Michoacan. So yeah, the main threats are going to be really just a heavy rainfall, but if you're closer to the coast, you could see some very strong winds and some high waves, so take whatever precautions that you may need to take there. I want to quickly then talk about this other invest area, or that is expected to be Tropical Storm Cristobal here within the next few days. Looks like it's going to only be a tropical storm. Most of these models have it just strengthening into a tropical storm and then quickly weakening. Pretty much doing what Amanda's doing right now. Forecast tracks from the models, they're pretty much taking it right along the southern coast of Central America. So it's just going to be most likely a big heavy rainmaker, maybe a few strong gusty winds there along the coast too, but I would be more concerned about the potentially very heavy rainfall that we could expect for the southern coast of Central America over the next few days. Now, moving on to things in India, we have a bunch of warnings here. This is for Tuesday, so let's go back to Monday for June 8th. And we have quite a bit of rainfall warnings, yellow, orange, and then one red rainfall warning. Yellow is the lowest tier, then orange, then red for the highest tier of weather warnings. It's going to be pretty wet there for India over the next few days, and the southern monsoon is slowly creeping up the southern coast of India, about where it should be for this time of year. We have two red rainfall warnings for the coasts, for the state of Karnataka. And then we also have a few orange warnings and a bunch of yellow rainfall warnings there for central and southern India for your day on Tuesday. Then quickly going back, before I talk about Canada, I want to quickly talk about Jamaica here, because the Weather Service, or the Met Office, has issued red thunderstorm warnings for the coast of Jamaica and the seas around Jamaica. So be very careful if you're taking some boats out there. We could have some very dangerous thunderstorms throughout the day today. Then quickly want to talk about the severe weather happening in the Canadian prairies. We already have a tornado watch for the southeastern coast of Saskatchewan, and for the southeastern part of Saskatchewan and the southwest part of Manitoba, surrounded by a larger severe thunderstorm watch. That's this area here in the light pink shaded areas. That's really the only big impacts that we could expect in Canada. Maybe some rainfall. Let's see what this special weather statement is. Just to type some funnel clouds if possible in Alberta. If it does touch the ground, then a tornado warning will be issued, but it's not really too much to worry about. Still seeing quite a bit of heat in southeastern Manitoba, and I forget what state this is. Ontario. That's Ontario. And for Northern Ontario. So yeah, getting quite a bit of heat, but we are expecting quite a bit of severe weather still to continue for the prairies, especially with the water pattern being stuck in severe weather, still expected to continue for the northern plains of the United States. There's a little bit more to talk about today than usual, but that's all I have for you guys today. Feel free to leave a comment, email me or DM me anytime on social media with any questions, or leave a comment. And I'll see you either for a live stream tonight or tomorrow for more videos. Have a good one, guys, and take care out there.